Hello and welcome to another stream of Marvel Strike Force. My name is Kurtsuhista and this is the new update that just arrived actually. Well, not now. Almost 12 hours ago, but for Android users it was fucked. Anyway, let's get on with the show. So we are gonna be talking about this one. Let's see what got introduced. With the release of 2.1 and Brotherhood Mutants, blah blah, immunity and disrupted. These effects play a big part in Pyro, Juggernaut, and Magneto Kid, so take part. So this is a new effect. We have disrupted. Additional positive effects from being applied to them. So this is really a counter to all the buffing teams. It's a really nice counter to, I don't know, Kingpin, all the Nick Fury's teams, and it's kind of a counter to Black Widow as well, because Black Widow was one of the top characters in the game from the start, and if you get this on immediately, she will be useless. Same for all the tanks that get the defense up buff, so basically you counter defenders, you counter Captain America. Well, it's pretty nice counter. Parallel to an area effect with a magnetic component signature with special. So you have Pyro and you have Magneto. And I was looking at the Pyro and I don't really like him that much. I'm not sure. I mean, he's useful, but we'll see how it goes with the whole team setup. The second status effect is called immunity, and only Juggernaut has it, so blah blah. Immunity prevents negative effects from being applied to a character, including statuses such as defense down and bleed. This is almost like a taunt from Thanos, except he can still get the effects on him, but it's similar, but it basically removes the ability to get it removed by Archer, Hand Archer, Jessica Jones, and heroes like that. But negative effects still stay, so that's pretty cool. Another thing is that this positive can also be Yondu's basic. Oh, okay. They can. So Yondu's basic is pretty cool now. Thank God I put it on tier 7. We have Juggernaut is gonna be released. Well, it's kind of released already. You can buy it. You can spend like shitloads of money to get him. We have save squads. I'm gonna be showing that in the game in just a moment. Cheat detection as part of we add cheat detection tools. We share all details. Mention, yeah. Well, there was a lot of cheaters in the past. I hope they actually do it. Defenders enemy update with updating stats of defenders you find in campaign arenas to reflect. We held off on updates to give us additional to bounce pass on radar, blah blah blah. So I think they got a little bit nerfed in campaign. I would think so, because they were quite a hard enemy to deal with in some situations. Also, Yondu ability refund reminder. I'm gonna be talking about that as well. Honestly, it's for me it was working as intended from the start. Some people misread it. It chooses 2 random enemies and then takes out the passives. It doesn't choose 2 random enemies that have positive effects. It just, for me, it's still really good setup, and I'll be showing you why in really soon. I'll also be showing you my new planner and Ultimus, Deadpool and Ultimus planners. Fuck, I didn't prepare this because I had to shut down Firefox. So these are my new planners as well. We have Deadpool planner. I have the grabs here. I actually I combined my old planner with one of the guys that was posting it on the Marvel Strike Force Discord channel. I think his name was Ajit or something. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I know it was really nicely done. these parts. Well, plan was similar as well. I just edited a little bit of stuff. I also added team assignments, so now we have in the alliance team assignments from one of my form queries before. I need to actually still edit this a little bit because we actually kicked 2 guys. I'll be talking about that as well. And so we have first focus, second focus. That means you can focus on Cosmic and Global, Cosmic and City. I tried to balance it out a little bit. There's gonna be some changes soon here. Shackman was kicked and Wasper was kicked yesterday. So Shackman was primarily kicked because he was really underperforming. He was with us for a long time. He was friends of Moby. Unfortunately, if I can't defend anybody for a really long time. This was Shackman's. Well, actually, yesterday he was kicked somewhere here, but for Ultimus Planner, like honestly, the least amount of damage was Shackman. Dartafane just joined, and welcome to the guild as well. So I can't really comment on Dartafane yet. These are the graphs at the moment. I'm kind of falling off. Yesterday we had problems with the updates of the games and stuff like that. I also had unlucky RNG, but I'm still doing pretty fine. We have Multimerc is running Nick Fury, Beacon is running Nick Fury, and Commander Fikfik is Cosmic as well. So we have basically globals and cosmics on top, and on bottom we have City. I know it's kind of unfair to do that, but Wasper was kind of ignoring the messages on Discord and in-game messages, and he only responded at the after he was kicked. So I don't know what you guys want. Like, it's very simple. This is a team game. You cannot ignore for so long. I also checked when was the last time he actually spoke on the Discord. It was in September, at the beginning of September, and that's it. So you really can't can't ignore that. Like, you need to see what's going on your Discord. Just a little bit of chatting. Yeah, I don't need everybody to be active, like talk every day constantly. It's just like go on Discord, say what's going on, blah blah blah. That's it. Uh, I need these two to step up. Actually, Mitch and Atreides. I'm gonna be talking to them in today or tomorrow. We're gonna be seeing what can be done to improve them, because at the moment they are underperforming in Ultimus. Uh, I can't say it's everything is perfect, because not all nodes are the same. That means somebody is gonna be fucked with a node, and it's gonna be hard fisting. Actually, there's nothing I can really do. What I can see is that Dartafane stepped up, so we didn't lose much with kicking off Shack. Wasper, like, the damage is around, like, this is average damage, so, and this is his total damage. So when you see here, like, when I see below 1k, that's the people that I need to watch out. Like, okay, Faust is consistent. He's consistent with the damage, so probably the nodes are hard, but ever since I put, this is before the raid planner, this is after the raid planner, so he actually improved a little bit, so that's pretty good. Wiz improved quite a lot, and I quite like that. He started very weak and then improved. This is what I want to see. Racer has been dealt with. He didn't show up here, and now I gave him the nodes, and he's actually doing pretty decent. So this is what a good raid planner can do. I'll be showing that now. Like, I want from my guys, if you cannot do something, ask. I've been talking to Seven Moon. I need to improve his lane. I gave him very difficult lane. It's the Tor node, and I can't say it's his fault that he cannot proceed. It's kind of my fault as well. This is what I want to say. Not all nodes are the same. Not all nodes have the same difficulty. It's just very difficult to manage when you have 24 people. Somebody will have to suck. The reason I kind of gave Seven Moon that node was because he has very little, very low hero pool. He has maybe 1 or 2 teams that can do something. So I kind of want him to do a couple of nodes and that's it. Because even if I gave him the better lane, he cannot overperform that much. I'll try to fix it in today or tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, and that's that. So the Ultimus Planner now looks like this. I changed it quite a bit. I have now Team 1 Cosmic, Team 2 Global, Team 3 City. So I divided my teams in this kind of way. It's not the perfect. I just want to see how my teams are performing every raid, and it's kind of easier to put it on the spreadsheets as well. Now this is for Ultimus. Obviously for Deadpool is kind of different because Deadpool has set of nodes that you can't really compete. So this is what I'm talking. Sun Moon can do 3 nodes and go here, and that's it. I have to sack somebody for this node because this node is quite hard even for me. I haven't actually tried it in a really long time. We'll see how it goes. I might actually switch him today just to see how it will go for me. If I can do it, I'll switch to this position, no problem. I'm currently doing these nodes. I'm quite comfortable with these because if Irma and Moby clear this node, I can go all the way to here. If I'm kind of lucky with the setup. These are kind of the nodes that I really don't know much about at the moment. I'm not the person that's gonna watch every podcast, every streamer, everything. I kind of want to learn some things on my own, and I kind of want to learn. Like that's the point of all the raids. You want to learn things on your own. So we have hard, average, easy. We have average nodes that are all here. We have easy nodes here, here. Like honestly, for me, they're very easy. Then this node is kind of hard. This node is kind of hard because you need to sack a team to proceed. Otherwise, you're gonna get wasted. This is really hard node. I feel like it's kind of unfair. We'll see how it's gonna be. They kind of nerfed the defenders in this patch. Maybe it's gonna be easier for us to proceed. I actually don't know much about this node. I think I hit it once, but it's kind of hard, and I hit this node once, so it was kind of hard for me as well. This one, oh, wait, easy. Why did I? Oh fuck! I fucking put the wrong color. Okay, well they are all easy actually. Let's put yellow here. God, what the fuck was I doing? Maybe I was like very easy or something. Never mind. So basically, this is your Ultimus Planner, and then you have Deadpool Planner as well. It's basically almost the same. I just noted Cosmic City Global Boss. It's very easy to go around. I put both nodes. I didn't want to put too much in. It's just that this node is kind of like these two nodes are kind of impossible until you get your global villains, and at the moment that's gonna be global mutants team that's actually gonna be able to do something. City villains. If I actually invest in my hand and merc team, maybe 2 million gold and some, and get them to tier 9, I can actually do this node and get them to level 60. Of course, that's a lot of gold basically, but I could be doing this. I'm gonna be editing probably the planners later on today or tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I have lots of things to do today. Later on, it will be Red Dead Redemption stream, playing on fucking gamepad, which is gonna be disastrous. So let's go on with the Marvel Strike Force in game. Because of the problems with the game updating on Android devices, we kind of got some of the shit in mails. I still didn't get it all. I didn't use it yet. I'm saving it for now. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. So I'm not gonna use it yet. I'm gonna save it up a little bit. My blitz is in shit at the moment. I should be doing more for Nobu. I just don't have. I lost almost 12 hours of blitz timer, and that's kind of hurting me. Lance rate. So we are gonna be doing Ultimus rate. We are on 44%. Unfortunately, we were doing way better. We had actually 53.85 last rate, which is pretty good. We lost a little bit because of the rate. I mean update. So we need to wait. I was like, I had the worst RNG ever, and we'll see how it goes next raid. I'm hoping with the addition of 2 new people, we're gonna be going up. So far, Dartefane has improved our damage by a lot. We got almost 4 million extra just on the last raid, and that's really good improvement. Like I said, Mitch and Atreides needs to step up because the damage they're doing is not good. Mitch is 6, and Atreides is 8. So those two nodes are on the left. Can understand why they are, but there's also number 2s that can actually do more, and then they can proceed. And there's number 4. I think they should be doing a lot more. In that regard, let's see how the characters look like, and let's go on to the. Oh yeah, this is we have Jersey Finest event, and then in 90 days we have him. Unstoppable starts in 1 day and 12 hours, which is kind of okayish, I guess. Just before I have to go to work, and arena rank I dropped quite far. Um, I have lots of characters on level 6. I'm gonna be showing Dark Dimension as well today. And what was I actually doing? I have no clue. I kind of got lost for there. Dark Dimension. Let's do Dark Dimension because it's gonna show off some of the shit. So I'm on the mission 4. It took me quite a while to do all these. So let's go on mission 4. I finally got Rocket. These are the saved squads as well. Let's show off a little bit. So these are the saved squads that are now in game. You can save up to 15. I got all of them saved. So you're gonna be needing one more for sure. I'm kinda waiting for Star-Lord to get to tier 6. I have everything ready for that. I just need the event up. I was kinda late because they only introduced Rocket to raid raid how you call it, raid store. So I was buying Rocket over there to get him to the 6-star, and this is a pretty good cosmic team in all regard. I have my secondary. This is my villain team. Then I have. These are all mix. If I go cosmic, I would of course do something else. Like I would split. I would switch these two round because it would be cosmic only. But this is a pretty good team so far. It's really doing a lot for me. It's a burst damage team. You have lots of damage from all of them. Like you have 1, 2, sorry, 2, 3 AoEers. A tank that can heal himself, and the taunt that cannot be bypassed, except with Jessica Jones. She can get the chains by fucking 6 of them if you're really lucky. He does a lot of damage, especially with his ultimate. Like I think his ultimate is now strongest in the game because he does 560 damage and then gets 2 assists. That means 2 fucking assists and 560 bonus damage. So that's really a lot. He gets minions and AoE, a lot of damage and buffing up on your team. It's kind of squishy team as well. If you're unlucky, you will lose a hero very fast. But still, it's really good team. So I have to do this something. Not Rocket. We're gonna put Thanos like this. Yondu there, and I have Corette now on here and Mordo. Now this is not a healer setup that they have, so I'm gonna be actually putting Corette. But Mordo would also be good because of the blind and stuff, so he's a pretty good controller. I'm actually gonna switch out and put Mordo because I kinda need a controller type of hero to reduce the amount of damage they're doing. This is very heavy damage. How you call it? Dark Dimension node. So they're doing a lot of damage and they can one-shot your team pretty easily, especially with these guys. So I'm gonna try to kill him. They have 2 Gamoras now. I really want to destroy this guy so he doesn't do something nasty. She got blind, which is pretty good. I'm gonna hit here so it hits between. I'm gonna do this on the other Gamora so she gets defense down. So I'm kind of building up into reducing the damage I get from Mordo for the Mordo hero, and I hope he's gonna be. Oh my god, he just healed, and he resisted. Oh, that's kind of bad. Let's hope. Yeah, he gets some heals. But now he got taunt, and I need to actually. If I actually used Yondu's basic, I would have removed that taunt. I'm gonna lose my tank now, which is pretty bad. Yeah, this is. Just need to kill him. Actually, if I can kill him, then that makes my life way easier. The reason is very simple. I actually want to kill Okoye just in case. Even though Gamoras are pretty nasty, I feel that Okoye is doing too much damage with her assists and defense down. Like, that's pretty big debuff going on. And now she's gonna kill all my shit. This is why Gamora is really good. She got 3 attacks in 1 turn, just because she was picking off my team. But it's okay. So now we have my secondary team, which is pretty good. Like, actually, I'm gonna put Iron Man here, Captain America there, Quake there. I have Deadpool here and Korat here. And the reason I put Deadpool here because he can always heal if there's some debuffs on him, and Iron Man is here because he has high armor. I'm still trying to get. I'm actually leveling up Defenders and Kree at the moment. The reason I'm actually leveling up Defenders is because I need a CT team just in case, so I need to be versatile, and this is what I'm actually looking for. Oh, he's not here. Oh my god. Now more minions are gonna. Oh, they're not. Okay, I'm not gonna put this one. I'm gonna put slow, and I'm gonna start nagging this. Heal block. The reason I'm actually attacking her here is very simple, and now I can use the ultimate. That means that she's gonna be doing less damage. Still a lot of damage though. I'm gonna use his ultimate, so we're gonna go like this. There's an action. Oh my god, not Doctor Strange again. I need to kill Gamora first, and then I need to actually focus on Doctor Strange. The reason you need to focus on Doctor Strange is because he can revive. Now it's starting, and he resisted. That's pretty bad. He revives somebody, I'm fucked. Because then there's a chain reaction to all of that. Okay, not too much problems. If I had Black Widow here, it would be much better. Unfortunately, I don't. Just need to kill him. That's it. And this is the problem with Black Panther and Okoye. They're really strong together. I'm actually just fucking up myself now with the slow on him, but it's fine. I hope I kill Doctor Strange next battle, because otherwise it's gonna be really hard to come back from that. If he starts resurrecting another Doctor Strange and another Doctor Strange, it's just pain in the ass, to be honest. Let's put Wolverine here. I'm not putting Daredevil and Luke Cage because they're together. Actually, let's do it like that. It would be better if I put them together, but I don't have the 6 stars from other. I need to get Jessica Jones next and Iron Fist. I'm trying to work on that to get them to 6 star. Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. Okay. Oh, thank God. So he's dead. That makes it way easier for me. Uh, we need to kill Gamora next because she's very low, and then we need to focus Black Panther and actually him. If only he can survive so I can blast off him finally. And he's dead. This is why I hate Crossbones in my team. Like, he's useless. And now Race is gonna say, oh, you're playing it wrong. No, he's useless. Like, he's really useless. He just got squashed. Then again, Okoye is doing... This is too big of a combo. I'm not focusing on those stupid... One second. Burmer, shield, a mercenary right guard. It's fine. I'm not focusing on... I'm stupid. I cannot remember the name. I'm really stupid sometimes. Hulks. Because it's not really worth it. I just really want to kill Gamora first, so she will die. Okay, that's pretty good. And if we focus on him next, that means that they're gonna be fucked. But this team is actually kind of useless. We just actually, the only thing that was good about this was that we killed Gamora off, so that's pretty good. But Okoye and Black Panther are doing so much damage. To remove that, I need to kill the mercenary lieutenant, so he doesn't buff them up with the speed. But I think tomorrow or day after, I'll be able to go on this node, and after that, we'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, so Dark mission is done. Basically, Blitz is fucked. So this is your save squads for now. I have AIM here, Hydra here, Mix here, then I have this. This is a team that actually loses a lot, Kree, and a lot of stuff right there. This is actually a pretty good team that I'm using. It's a Merc Lieutenant with Merc Right Guard for defense, and Vision buffs them off with defense up on everything. And then you have Slow and a lot of damage from her. So basically she's your main damage dealer. Then you have your defenders. I like to use Miss Marvel with them, not the Spider-Man or Punisher, simply because she does a way more. But that's just me, because it's pretty good to have a secondary tank until your Luke Cage comes online. That's one thing, and she does a lot. She gives you a lot of energy. So you have basically 2 energy generators with Jessica Jones and Miss Marvel, and then you have the healer from Iron Fist and Luke Defender. You get Retaliate from him. It's sure, like, if you had Punisher, it would have some combo with Daredevil. Unfortunately, it's not really working for me. But this is the team I'm gonna actually show you now. This is the best setup I can manage so far. If I'm all honest, I can always switch Yondu out for Korat or Mordo. Depends on the enemy node. But for now, this is Yondu is my highest hero. He's almost 40k, and he's pretty good. This is pretty easy team to deal with, so we're gonna go that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game is pretty annoying sometimes. We're gonna try to kill Gamora first. It's just that I'm actually gonna do this. I'm doing that because Spider-Man is gonna do this and apply defense buff on everybody. So that's bad, and it actually gives up my Yondu some energy. But Spider-Man is actually not applying debuffs, and that means he's pretty good. That's why I actually like Star-Lord. He will do what you want him, like apply blind to the targets that you really need. And this is what you want from... This is actually when the passive comes into his strength. Because the less targets they are and the more buffs they have, he has only 3 targets to choose. Of course he's gonna take a buff. See, 1. Let's kill Thor. Okay. Again, energy. You're just feeding energy to your main 2 damage dealers. Like, they are the real damage dealer. Star-Lord is there to control and use his ultimate once. Yondu is there to use his ultimate and to summon minions once. And Yondu's main ability in this is basically to dispel. That's why I'm actually using Yondu there. Nothing else. And because, honestly, on Cosmic, who's your dispeller? Honestly, nobody. The only person that can dispel is Doctor Strange and Ultimus, I think. And that's it. So, why is Yondu good in Cosmic? Because he's the only person that can actually dispel some things on the enemy and steal buffs. Like, clear 2 positive effects and 40 damage to primary target and 5 piercing. That's the reason I updated his basic, because I used his basic a lot. And steal 2 positive effects from two enemies. So on turn, choose 2 random enemies. It was almost same description before. If you have positive effect, copy the positive, clear the positive effect from the enemy. That's pretty good. Let's choose 2 random enemies. You have like 2 out of 5 that you're gonna get 2. Oh, actually not 2 out of 5. Let's say 1 out of 5 2 times. So you get like what, 20%? Or 40% you're gonna get. No, let's say 20% you're gonna get a random enemy and steal steal stuff from him. So because it goes 2 times. So, well, fuck the math. Fuck that math. I hate it. But that's it. Like, my Cosmic team is pretty decent. I can get Thor and Drax and Doctor Strange a little bit up, but at the moment I just need to level them up to level 70. I'm level 69. That's gonna take me maybe a week or so to get, no, maybe longer. Almost 2 weeks. I think at the start of December I'm gonna be level 70. I'm not the person that's gonna spend 10,000 euros just to get to level 70 fast. I'm not that kind of whale. I actually stopped spending a lot of money, and Juggernaut is actually like, this is a pretty okay deal actually, but they're all expensive. Like, for this I can buy a new game on Kinguin, for example. This is not super savings. Super savings are when it costs 1 or 2 euros. This is all really expensive. This game is super expensive. Like, you cannot tell me that this 429 Kunasic is like 40 euros or something, maybe more. 40 euros and you don't even get a guaranteed character. 40 euros. Are you kidding me? For 40 euros I can buy Fallout 76 on Kinguin and I can play it. Or for 40 euros I can buy, I don't know, Red Dead Redemption or something like that, which I actually did. So I can buy a lot of things for 40 euros. This is okay because you get a lot of campaign energy which transforms into gold. So this kind of thing is kind of okay. And you get gold or blah blah blah. With this you get more money. So technically this is worth to get. But honestly, buying I could have had 6-star Star-Lord by now if I spent 50 euros on buying shards for Rocket, which I didn't. Also, there's one more thing I'm gonna start doing, which is this. I'm gonna start spending all my raid credits on the orbs, because it does this: aim infector, hand sentry, and shield trooper. So basically, I'm getting 7 shards instead of 5 shards, and I pay 500 less. And for 2,800, I can buy 3 of these. So that's gonna give me 7 and 7 and 7, for example. So that's 21 shards instead of 10 shards. So I'm getting double amount. So that's actually, no, I'm getting almost double. Yeah, double amount. So that's really, really good. And I need my Creoral Call to 5, so that's one of the benefits of getting that. It's not the perfect thing, but still it's there. Now on to the team compositions. Not every team composition works. For example, I had issues with even with this team composition sometimes, simply because they are not the best. I can beat Nick Fury, but I have to be lucky. Because if Nick Fury gets defense up, I'm fucked. Well, every time, like if Nick Fury gets defense up, everybody's fucking fucked. So in that regard, it's pretty difficult to counter Nick Fury. That's where Yondu comes in. He can steal the buffs. He can do something. If you're lucky. If you're unlucky, you're fucked. Also, Loki can counter Nick Fury if you manage to burst him down really fast with Loki and Rocket and Gamora fast, like really, really fast. Thanos, I really like Thanos. I was using Thanos before when my Captain America was not strong enough. And even then, I was still using Thanos. But since I focused on globals back then on my Avenger teams, because, well, I like my favorite characters is Iron Man. I was trying to get my Avenger team up and running. Unfortunately, Avengers have fallen off a little bit. They're still good, but the game is focusing on new characters, not the old characters. I'm still waiting for the. They were saying they're gonna buff Ronan the Accuser. Where is the buff? Nick Fury was done. Where's the buff? Instead, they went for mutants. Yeah, mutants are fine, but still, where is the buff for Ronan the Accuser? They introduced Sabretooth, and now Wolverine feels like shit. You can. What's the point? What was the point of grinding Deadpool and fuck, Cable if you cannot use them in the raids for the mutants or like in that kind of regard? So basically, what the game itself, no, not the game, the company Foxnet is doing is forcing everybody to grind new stuff and spend money because that brings them more revenue. Now, don't get me wrong. For a company, you need to survive, to pay the service, to pay this, to pay that, to pay your employees. That's fine. But what you're eventually doing is you're turning people away. Why? Because the bar is getting higher and higher. Now, my alliance, let's see. My alliance is not pay to win. It's semi pay to win, semi free to play. That's half and half, yeah? But strongest. We have a lot of people around the same page. They are the weakest at the moment. But they're doing better. These four are doing better than Mitch and Atreides. So I'm very, very, very surprised they're doing. Like, I'm very impressed by this. Like, by this, I'm really, really impressed. Text Arcana, I noticed that he logs maybe once or twice per day. That's what I noticed. Oh, I need to fix this later on. Collection power, like, we have a lot. Still, 7 Moon is actually doing pretty good. He's catching up to Race. So, Race, you better start doing something because Your collection power is very, very low at the moment. Like, I need people with a lot of collection power. Shackman had pretty good collection power. Unfortunately, he was kind of inactive lately, and thanks, but no thanks. Like, really, don't get me wrong, but I need people that are kind of strong. Arena, I gave up. I literally gave up. I'm just hanging out between 50 and 100. I was between 50 and 10 for quite a while, and then I went to 1 for what, a couple of hours, and then I just gave up. Like, honestly, it's too much. Power leaderboards, collection power. I'm actually improved a lot. I'm now below 4K. I was at the beginning of last month. I was around 5K. Now I'm below 4K. Strongest alliance. We are 632. Pretty good. Uh, for a game that favors heavily on people that spend a lot of money. This is kind of wrong, but I kind of improved here as well. I was around 8K last time. Now I'm about around 5.7, so that's pretty good. We are getting 1 to 10 raid season. 170. This is around where we stop usually. Yesterday we had problems with the raid and everything because of the update. I think last time we hit milestone 6 and we were just short 5k of milestone 7, so that was kinda annoying. But we get this 3 to 10. For us, I think it's okay. It's not the perfect because it's kinda hard to move up, but being 3 to 10%, it should be okay for everybody. If we were 11 to 25, I would be getting pissed because that's not a lot. But this is kind of okay. You don't get, if we push our alliance to higher, get only 30. Yes, 30 would be nice, but you would need to fight really hard for 1 to 2%. That's like maybe top 100. I need to check actually the Marvel Strike Force spreadsheets that people are doing, which is a pretty good thing they're doing. And yeah, so I can actually start inputting this, and with that we are gonna be ending today. I know this wasn't what some people would like. I did talk a lot about some stupid shit, some good shit, and well, it's the mutant season. And actually, I didn't show you the mutants. So I have Magneto, Pyro, Sabretooth, and Juggernaut. I think out of all of those, Juggernaut is the most important one because he's gonna be pretty good tank. Like the mutants at the moment were kind of missing a tank. Like we didn't have a tank yet. That's why Cable and Deadpool, but not that fancy enough. Also, there was a Mystique. I leveled her up a little bit. I'm not lucky with the shards. I've been farming her since the start. She went into the campaign, and this is what I managed to get. It's kind of annoying. It's really annoying. Venom is 4-star. I'm not pushing him up, although I should because he's a city villain, and we kind of need him to push the city node. There's too much things to level up, and I have Hydra Rifle Trooper. He's a global. If I really wanted, I could get my Hydra team really, really high because I have him and Hydra Scientist really, really high in the star. They can get to star level, yeah, 6. That's 6 for him, 6 for him. So basically, I have 2 heroes on. It's really insane. And then you have where's the aim? Monstrosity, yeah, he's also 6 if I want. I just don't want to spend gold on them because the gold is very scarce at the moment. And I need to spend it on heroes that I really need. Like Ravage Boomer, I'm gonna need to level him up for Star Lord level 6. I need to get Storm to level 5 at least, and all those crazy stuff. Like Iron Fist, level 5 soon. I need to get him to... Same with Jessica Jones. She needs to get to tier 6 so I can start using my Defender's team in the Dark Dimension. Miss Marvel, unfortunately, will not get to level 6. There's no way I'm gonna be buying shards for her. It's too much money. Merc Lieutenant would be really good if I got him to level 6 his city, and it would buff up my Defender's team as well. So, Kingpin as well, maybe. We'll see. I should probably focus on Thor. I really don't want to focus on Thor since he's useless. Night Nurse I would need to focus as well. Loki is very difficult to get. This is all I got from the Blitz and drop that got me Loki in the first place. I did focus on Korat for a while to get him to level 6. Black Widow you cannot focus. All these characters level 6. So my really strong guys are already 6. I would like Black Widow to be 6, Star-Lord and Loki to be 6, but unfortunately they are kind of difficult to farm, except Star-Lord. Next time the event comes in, he's gonna be 6 for sure. The levels are kind of falling off. I really need to get them now to level 69. If I can get, like, for example, Yondu, this is how much it costs for Yondu to go 69. I did get money. Now he's 39,000 almost. And oh, we can put this. That's actually great. He's now 39,133. I should have done this before I went in Dark Dimension. Unfortunately, all these things are very, 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 very hard to farm or impossible. Because to get those, you need to get... Oh, what is this? I can get him that? Okay, this would actually buff up Yondu quite a lot because the health is very important. The problem at the moment I have with Foxnet as well is simply they are not giving normal alliances, normal guilds. By normal, I mean not the fucking 1% that actually is whales and wailing around. Ability to clear 100%. Like, if my alliance is in top, let's say 700 now, or top 600, whatever, and we cannot clear some of the nodes because we are limited by the difficulty. Like, that's simply like the plan for my alliance is simple. If you cannot contribute enough, you're gonna need to step down or be removed from the guild. I had a plan to have a second alliance where the more casual people would be there, and if they ever want to be hardcore and if they grew, you could go back into main lines. Unfortunately, that fell off because 2 or 3 people actually went MIA. I think they just stopped playing. That's their choice. They felt tired of it, and that's it. That's nothing. There's really nothing I can do. I'm not gonna upgrade next his abilities. I'm probably gonna be upgrading Elemental Blast, either that or I'm gonna upgrading Gamora's Flying Slash. The reason I'm gonna be upgrading this is it guarantees me the skill. Now it's either this or this. The reason I'm actually thinking about upgrading this is because she would be doing 270% damage on main and 200 on the... So that's actually, if she gets 50% chance to chain, that's quite a lot of damage. I mean, spread out, but still quite a lot of damage. Assassin Strike, to me, it's not really worth to get 10% more chance, like, and spend all this amount. Deadly Metals, you get 5% crit chance for 200, it's not worth it. Again, there's also possibility to get maximum damage for him. It will give him 300% damage and gain 2 counter too, and Groot would be kind of viable then, because you get 60% more damage, and the Guardian team would be a good setup. Unfortunately, I don't really like Drax and Groot. Like, they're kind of weak, in my opinion, at the moment. If Groot would like buff up everybody with defense at the start of combat or something, well, Groot would need to be changed quite a lot to be any useful in the game. Like, it's very difficult to play with Groot at the moment. Um, Thanos, I'm not gonna get him his stuff up. Oh, this is not worth 200. You only have 75. You're gonna miss like 1 or 2 kills. It's kind of fine. It can change the game, but not really. This is pretty cool, but honestly, it's not worth it. Brutal Assault, not worth it. He's there to soak up damage, and that's primarily him. That if I ever am gonna upgrade him, it's gonna be very, very last. Um, Star-Lord, I was saying, I did upgrade his element gun. The reason was he has 100% chain to 1 to 2 targets. He does quite a lot of damage. Like, this is a lot. Like, it's even better than Gamora's special. Like, his basic is better than Gamora's special. What the fuck? Um, I wouldn't upgrade this. It's not really that great. But this is kind of cool because he does 550 damage actually. He gets assist from Guardian and always assist from random ally. So that's quite a lot of damage. Improvisation, not really needed. You only generate one ability and you get 50% chance to generate one more. So not really something you're looking for. In that regard, they're pretty cool. I have Cosmic, I have Global. It's not really the best setups I have. I'm lacking healers, but honestly, the game is set up in that way that it forces you to make team compositions and it doesn't let you experiment. Like, the only reason I got to this composition is because I was like thinking, how can I buff up Gamora more? Star-Lord gives her 30% buff for damage, so that's great. And whenever she gets kill, she gets another turn. And then I was looking, okay, Thanos can buff her up even more. And that means that if Thanos is next to her, she's gonna get. There's a chance she's gonna get energy. So if she kills with her ultimate and then the second, and with the ultimate and the second, she can get. I had one time chain up to 6. That's pretty good. Hawkeye is sitting here for a really, really long time. I've not been buffing him up that much. He's tier 10 for a really, really long time. He's still good. I just don't use him that much. I prefer using Quake back, even though I think last stream I was saying that Quake has fallen off. That's kind of true, but I finally did buff up her Earthquake to maximum. The only thing that's missing is this one. And don't get me wrong, Quake is good, and she's good in Dark Dimension because of the slow and her ultimate. I really like that on that kind of regard. But I'm missing speed up. If I were to get Merc Lieutenant to 6, I can substitute my Black Widow and just get him up there, and he will do really, really good things. He can also heal a little bit, but this is what I kind of need him to be. I need to get ability cost to 2, and he's gonna be buffing up that kind of team. At the moment, Dark Dimension team is Hawkeye, Quake. Actually, what am I doing? Oh, Optimus is done. Well, this is 44.87, tier 1, rank 1. That's pretty good for me. We are getting close to 60%. The rewards are not really that higher, in my opinion. But getting to 60 is pretty good for the Alliance because that makes us way, way better. This raid we all fallen off, but that's it. I think that's it for today. I have a lot of work to do now, and maybe next time I'll focus more on team compositions. I'm always focusing on my team composition. We'll see next time when I'm gonna stream Marvel Strike Force. I don't like streaming Marvel Strike Force that much because there's not really a lot to talk about. For me, like, what can I do every day? I can show you how to play a little bit Dark Dimension, a little bit Raid, a little bit Blitz. I get bored. Even I would get bored. You would get bored by watching that. The only way to get something really going is for me to spend 1,000 euros or dollars or whatever the currency you have, and then open fucking orbs and saying, oh, it's not the character I want. Oh, it's not the character I want. Oh, it's not the character. Oh, look. Oh, fuck. Well, everybody can do that. It's just, it's very stupid. But yeah, guys, this is it for me for today. I'll probably be streaming Red Dead Redemption later on. Thanks for watching, and until later on, see ya.